How's it going, YouTube? It's been a long time. The last video I uploaded was 7 months ago. But I'm still here. I'm alive. Don't know what to say. Let me explain myself. Yeah, I was finishing my last year of university, which I have finally graduated from, although like the graduation ceremony is like next week or something, but I got my diploma. I did it. I've graduated theater school with honors, which is great. What else? Got COVID. But that was not fun. Yeah, I got COVID a week before I was supposed to get my vaccine. And I was so pissed because the only place I had been to was the grocery store. Oh, I'm working from home too. That's why I've got banker boxes. Today, I would like to bring you part 2 of reading my cringy Wattpad fan fictions that I wrote when I was 13. Because I've got a few of them. So, you know, I got my trusty iPad, a nice new case because the other one was dying. Aha, there we go. This time it was specifically a Harry Styles fan fiction. And I was so proud of the cover. Let's see, can you see the cover? It was called Seeing You Again. And I was so proud of this because I photoshopped this like all on my own. I was like, yeah, I'm good. I used the really cool lighting tool that they had in like Photoshop Elements 2003. It was great. Anyways, I will read you the little blurb / synopsis that I put up for it. Oh, I'm so scared to read this because like obviously last time I did a video about Wattpad, I talked about my first fan fiction, which was called Never Too Far Behind, with 2 written wrongly, which, oh my goodness, I don't know if I can ever live that down now. And then Seeing You Again, I wrote about, I think, a month later, sort of. And I think at the time of writing this fan fiction, Seeing You Again, I had at least looked at like a few YouTube videos about like writing and publishing on Wattpad. So I'm hoping that this is at least just a little better. It is much longer than my last fan fiction. Let's see, how many parts are in here? There's 26 parts. Yes, I even wrote an alternate ending. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here is the blurb / synopsis, I don't know what it is, of my wonderful fan fiction. And I will post pictures beside myself while we do this. Sounds good. Okay. After a major worldwide destruction by an unknown country, Adeline, a 17-year-old girl, will do whatever it takes to get back to Harry, a boy who she went to school with for a year back in 3rd grade. She met Harry when they accidentally bump into each other and create a friendship that grows into something bigger. I'm already dreading this. No, I didn't use any commas, you know. I capitalized like the first letter of my sentences. I put a period at the end. That's about it. Oh god, so bad. We haven't even started reading. Okay, so we start off like sort of like my last fan fiction, where like my protagonist, my OC, would write like a little letter to like the people reading the book. I don't know why I had to do this, but okay. Let's see. Okay, so Seeing You Again, a Harry Styles fan fiction. Oh, and before I go on, Harry Styles, I am so sorry. I was 13. I was in love with you. Still am. But, oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Staying away from him is the most that's ever happened to me. The most that's ever happened to me. Okay. Why do we have to be apart? No question mark. There's no question mark. When I first met him, it seemed like it was just yesterday, and yesterday I spelled wrong. Nice. Now we're miles apart and don't have many ways to communicate. Why did they do it? Why? Okay, so this time there is a question mark. That's good. But why did they do it? Why? Melody, why? Why did you write this? Okay. I will do anything to get back to him, even if I hurt myself. It's worth it. I love him, and that's all that counts. I have no one left. And this is my story to get back to the one person left that I love and will go to the end of the world just to see him again. Signed, Adeline L. I don't know why I wouldn't write their last names. Like, I don't even know what her last name is now. Chapter 1. September 4th, 2002. 3rd grade. Harry's POV. Imagine this. 3rd week of school. Loving it. New friends, new teacher, and new activities. I'm going to love this year. Like every day, I walk to school, say hi to my friends, and go to class. But today was different. When I got to class, all the girls were huddled around someone. Who could it be? No question mark. Maybe someone broke their arm and they were all singing and signing. And they were all signing the person's cast. Who knows? Ring. Of course the bell really goes, ring! But he's already in class. Miss Leah, my teacher, walked into class then. I remember showing up to like 3rd grade and my teacher already being in the classroom. Like, they get there before us. Okay, so we go on, and then finally the teacher says, okay everyone, I would like to introduce you all. Adeline. Not to Adeline, just no comma either. She just moved here from America, so I hope you will be nice and help her fit in. So I assume we're probably in England. Of course, Harry goes over, introduces himself to Adeline. So yeah, you're from America. It's finally the end of the day, and we moved on, I guess, a few hours. And once I got off my bus, my mom was waiting for me at the door. I ran right to her and gave her a big hug. That's probably the most wholesome line in this entire story. Okay, so they go to school for a whole year, and then May 23rd, 2003. I've known Adeline for almost a whole year, and we have become good friends. I usually eat with her and some friends at lunchtime and hang out with her during recess. But today, I had kind of a gut feeling that something was up with her. She's usually very happy and smiles a lot, but today, she kind of had a sad face on. Okay, she had a sad face on. Okay. Hey Adeline, what's wrong? You look sad. Well, I kind of have bad news. In my head, I was hoping it wouldn't be something that bad. Well, what's the bad news, Adeline? Well, my dad's work is moving us again. To where? I asked her with a little bit of concern. Back to Los Angeles. Best line. Oh. But don't worry, Harry. I promise to come back and visit, okay? Okay, but to make sure you keep that promise, pinky swear. You gotta pinky swear with Harry. Yeah, okay, pretty much Adeline just says bye the next couple days kind of thing. She's like, see you later, and then that's it. She's gone. Oh, okay, but here we go. Chapter 2. It's June 6, 2012, so years have gone by. We're back in Los Angeles. We're in Adeline's POV now. Her best friend's name is Christy, and Christy likes to call her Addie. Okay. We've been BFFs since 5th grade. Oh, that's nice. On the popularity meter, we consider ourselves in the middle. We're like the kind of girls that are great to be around and are like friends with almost everyone. Like, I'm glad she's friends with everyone. That's kind of how like I wanted my like high school experience to go. Is like, you know, just be kind of neutral with everyone. Like, obviously I have some really good friends, but you know, when it comes to like people that I've got classes with that I don't necessarily hang out with a lot, you know, it was nice to be neutral. Although I don't know, maybe they didn't think that of me. It's okay. Ring again. Bell rings. Yeah, you would say you're in school. Ah, finally the day is over and I can go home and relax. Christy is working overtime. Oh no, Adeline's working overtime. Where? Oh, she works at her favorite store at the mall, which for me at the time of writing this was HMV. I don't even know who's dropping her off, but someone's dropping her off. Oh, okay, Addie, we're here, so I'm assuming Christy is dropping her off. Yeah, thanks. For some reason, Christy finally shows up at the store. I guess she got bored. Then, out of the corner of my eye, I see someone that looks familiar, but didn't quite know who it was. Hey, Addie, what you looking at? Oh my god, it's Harry Styles! Yeah, okay, Christy. Christy knows who Harry Styles is. Great. Christy then jumped off the bench and ran towards... What? She jumped off the bench? When were they on a bench? I should have known why he looked familiar. It was Harry Styles from One Direction. Personally, I'm not a big fan. Oh. I listen to their songs every once in a while, but not all the time like Christy over there, the big directioner. Christy was over there talking to Harry. I feel like that wouldn't happen. There's probably security guards. "Hi Harry, could I get a pic with you?" Christy said while staring at his big blue eyes. "Sure," he replied. Well, that's nice. Harry, you're a good person. He took a pic with Christy and then looked over at me with a strange look on his face. Is there not like more girls like surrounding him? Like I feel like he'd be tackled to the ground at this point if there's like no security guards and he's in a mall with a bunch of girls. Bunch of directioners. We are everywhere. Here's Harry. "Nothing, but you look familiar. Do I know you from somewhere?" "You mean me?" "Not that I know of. Well, besides being forced to watch you guys when you're on TV by Miss Big Directioner Christy here." It sounds so mean. Okay, Christy here. Christy is a good person, because you know what she says? "Addie, don't be rude." Harry then stared at me more, like he was trying to figure out who I was. Says, "Well, sorry, didn't mean to be awkward." He then had this thinking look on his face when all of a sudden it looked like a light bulb turned on. "You okay? You kind of have a weird, wired look on your face." It's supposed to be weird. Weird look on your face. "Addie, stop it. Christy." Harry was silent for a minute. "Wait, I remember where you're from. We met in school." "I'm sorry, but I don't remember you in the past." "No, you went to school in England for a year. I think it was 3rd grade. Wow, okay, you're creeping me out. Addie, how does he know that about you?" Then it was like a light bulb went off in my brain. He knows that because we were in the same class for 1 year. We kind of stared at each other for a moment when Christy blurted out, "Well, this is awkward. I remember when we used to eat lunch together." You don't say, Harry. I'm sure we all remember eating lunch together. Oh, okay. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. They're just like, "Oh my god, I haven't seen you in years," kind of thing. And Chrissy's like, "Oh my god, you know Harry Styles." Okay, chapter 3. Oh, today was Saturday. I was happily sleeping when my doorbell rang. "Mom, can you get the door? I want to sleep," I screamed to my mom. "Okay, I'll get it, sweetheart." I got up and put my house coat on. I walked down the stairs to see Harry at my door. I quickly ran out to the front porch and closed the door behind me. "Harry, what are you doing here? And how do you know where I live?" "I had Paul follow you home last night." Oh my god, I almost forgot that about Paul. If you've been a directioner since the beginning, you know who Paul is. I know you know who Paul is. Oh, of course. Then Adeline says, "Stalker much?" "Sorry, but like I said last night, we should catch up." Okay, yeah, they get coffee, blah, blah, blah. Around 5 o'clock, I started to get ready for my date with Harry. Oh, I guess he asked her out within this one chapter. Great. Good for you. If I remember right, they were going to the movie theater. They have to be going to the movie theater, because that's what I remember. Oh, so they go to a restaurant. They go to a restaurant. That's pretty much it. Oh, then he drove her home. They didn't even go to the movie theater. Why do I remember them going to the movie theater? Oh, that's a different fan fiction. Never mind. You know, this is supposed to be sort of like an apocalyptic event happening. I don't even know what chapter it starts in. But that's supposed to be like a major plot point, because eventually Adeline and Harry start dating. I'll figure out where the chapter that's in. Okay, so here we go. Her mother, or is it her dad? Her parents. One of her parents is saying, "So I was thinking that we should go to Florida for summer vacation. What do you think?" "Sounds like fun, Dad. Good idea." Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Harry stays in Los Angeles and Adeline goes to Florida with her parents. Okay, so here we are, chapter 7, and we haven't gone to any major plot points besides the fact that she's kissed Harry, and now there's paparazzi on her front lawn. And I'm pretty sure that's all this chapter is. Okay, so on their second date, they go to the movie theater. School again. It's literally the same thing over and over again, besides the fact that she can't stop texting Harry. Oh, they're graduating. It's the graduation. That's what this chapter is. And he got her a limo. Nice. Oh, wait, what? No. Oh. I was 13 and I tried writing some stuff. You know what I mean? Oh god. I want this to... Can I burn my iPad right now? I go get a lighter and just burn this. But here's what I will say of what I wrote. I said, "Okay, so imagine what you want at this part, because personally it's quite awkward for me." me writing about it. So yeah, hope you're liking this fanfic. 1 week later, chapter 11. Let's do this. Well, today I'm off to Florida. Congrats. I really want to go back to Florida because I want to give Disney all my money so I can come home with more baby Yodas. Oh, and people are recognizing her. They're like, are you Harry Styles' girlfriend? Yes, I am. You know, we're almost like halfway through this book because there's only 26 parts, and the major plot point has not even happened. Like, there's not even any kind of setup right now. So she's talking to Harry on the phone while she's, I guess, by the pool, whatever. Harry's asking her, so what are you up to today? Not much, just... I then looked up to the sky. I could see the giant plane coming towards us. Hey, you okay? Harry, whatever you do, don't hang up your phone. So here we go, we're chapter 12 and it's finally happening. I looked at the plane more, then all of a sudden it dropped something and it was falling. And as it was falling, a person yelled the B word. That'd be funny, just someone, bitch. No, I'm just not sure that YouTube would like me saying, you know, the giant explodey thingy. Everyone was running in a panic. I started to run with my parents right behind me as we could all see a giant wave approaching. Oh, of course, now there's a tsunami. Great. I was running and running. I couldn't see my parents anymore. I hid in a basement of an apartment building where I found a small room with many people in it. There was thick concrete walls and no windows. We stayed hidden for about a day. She's got a little bit of juice left in her phone and she calls Harry. Harry is like, they're freaking out. Oh no. Seriously, I did that? I killed Christine. So I guess she was able to call Harry again. And then she's like, Harry? And he's like, Adeline, Christine and her mother are dead. Poor Christine. Christine did not deserve that. She was the best person in this whole story. And if I'm not mistaken, pretty sure I killed off Adeline's parents. They're dead too. She's all alone and she's stuck in Florida. Oh shit, what? There's a line here and it just says, yeah, I just agreed to marry her. When did they have this question? They never asked that. I think they've agreed that they're gonna meet somewhere in the middle, trying to find each other because they're at two different ends of the United States right now. Let's see, chapter 14. She's gonna go find Harry. And then she runs into a group of people. Kids sort of like around her age. A couple of them are younger. And the leader of this like group of kids, his name is Steven, but with a PH. You know, they're just talking about like, oh yeah, I was with like so-and-so and so-and-so. There was 3 other guys and 2 girls. They had a fire lit and some food. I saw that they had weapons close by. Then Steven introduced me to the others. So there's Nia, her little brother David, and of course Nia's like, oh my god, you're Harry Styles' girlfriend. Of course. There's Jay, and then there's Xavier. Oh, that's weird. I'm writing a new story for Wattpad. Although technically I think I might publish it under a pen name. But my 2 main characters are named Nia and Xavier. I had no idea I had used that in here. Although Nia's a nickname. Her real name is Antonia. Then there's Anne. She's talking to Steven at this point and they're talking about like what's been happening. And he goes, the government was overrun and some guy took over. He took over a radio station and announced to the world that he was taking over. Groups were then made, but they were for bad. They kill whoever gets in their way. Their motto is the bad. Kill one a day for a better way. Honestly, I could probably skip to the end of this because this is just them doing things. And then plot twist. There is a plot twist, everyone. I skipped ahead to chapter 19. And this is the scene where Adeline and Harry finally reconnect, like they find each other. I think they're in New Mexico from what I understand that I wrote. And of course, almost every paragraph starts with, well, you know, well. Okay, Adeline, here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna act this out for you guys. She says, Harry! I scream, but I'm not gonna scream because I'm not the only person in my house right now. Then we switch to Harry's POV. After hearing someone scream my name, I instantly turn around and see her running towards me. She jumps on me, giving me the biggest hug ever. Tears form in my eyes. Adeline! Oh my god, I can't believe it. It's really you, I say as tears run down my face. Harry, I can't believe you're here either. I thought that I'd never see you again. Me too! Adeline's my princess, and as long as she's with me, no one can hurt her. Aw. Harry, you're so nice. Oh, but here we go. I don't know if I did this earlier in the book or not, but we're finally at Stevens POV. He gets his own part. Very short. It says, after hearing loud noises coming from the bottom floor where Adeline is, I run down to see what's happening while the others were still playing. I run down the stairs and open the door leading to the hallway to see her hugging someone and crying. It took me a minute to realize that Harry had found her. I couldn't bear to keep looking and walked back upstairs. Okay, Adeline's POV, blah, blah, blah. Chapter 20. Can't believe Harry's here. That's great. Steven. I could overhear their conversation. I can't believe she's going to leave. I had to tell her how I felt about her, but how? She's in love with him. Oh! Plot twist, right? Oh my god. Steven is in love with Adeline. So she goes back to Los Angeles with Harry. Oh, here we go. Adeline, last line of this chapter. We spent the rest of the day getting up to date to see how everything was going. But all I could really think about was Steven. Poor Steven. She just left him. But she couldn't stop thinking about him. Oh. Here we go. Adeline's POV. We had been back for about a week. I was really glad things were always taking a step towards being normal, even though I know it will take a while. I was just happy to be back home where I should be. But of course, just like every day that I haven't seen Steven, he's the only thing I think about. Why? Why do I have to be in love with someone else? Girl, you're in love with Steven? Jeez. I don't remember you falling in love at any point earlier. You probably did. She probably got close to him and they almost kissed. I don't remember what I wrote and I'm probably not gonna go back and read it. And then all of a sudden, as I was working on building and thinking about my feeling, out of the corner of my eye, I could see something. I turned my head to see none other than Steven. I was surprised. Adeline, he screamed as he stormed over to me. Steven, what are you? Cuts her off. I didn't even have time to finish my sentence. Oh, when his lips smashed into mine. Okay. Oh, and of course Harry saw them. Great. Now Harry's mad. Oh, he's not mad. Okay, so I didn't turn around to see a very unhappy Harry standing there. Harry, hi. I know. He had a sad face. You know what? That you're in love with him. How long have you known? Since I saw you for the first time after the explodies. I could see the way you looked at him, and the whole walk back I could see it in your face that you were missing him. Harry, a few tears fell down my cheek. It's okay, Adeline. I understand. I couldn't help but give him a hug, show him how sorry I was. I could tell that it just meant it was the end of our relationship. How nice, right? My story literally ends with her leaving Harry and going off with Steven. You know, this was supposed to be a fanfic, and you know, like fanfics, the girl always gets Sky in the end. Like, yeah. I just looked down and I saw something. And without any context, it's so weird. It just says, come, daddy's here. Okay, so here is the context. It's 10 years later, you know. She's gone off with Steven, they've had children, they've gotten married, whatever. Her daughter's name is Georgia. And then Harry comes, and I think, did he marry Nia? Yes. Harry ends up marrying Nia, who doesn't do much in the story. And of course, they have 2 kids, Darcy and Evan. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, they're happy, they're friends, whatever. That's really the end of the story. The end. Oh, there we go. There's an actual the end. I wrote, like, you know, just a little like author thing saying like, thank you for reading, blah, blah, blah. Oh, and at the time when I was writing this, when I had just like gone to writing this, it had 500 reads. 500 people had read it at that point. And then there's a little something that's under this. And it says, BT dubs. I had 2 other endings to this fanfic before I wrote this one. The first one would end with Adeline dying and the second one with Steven dying, but I do prefer the ending I wrote. I've written both of them, so please go check it out. Also, I've added a playlist of songs. Okay, and and one more thing. I'm entering this fanfiction in the Wattpad Awards. Oh, I'm so sorry, Wattpad HQ, if you ever even looked at it. I am so sorry. Alternate endings. Great, Adeline's POV. Ending number 1, Adeline's death. In parentheses, I think you'll hate me a lot more for this ending. I think you should just hate me for this whole story in general. How does she die? It says here Harry was fighting for the president, but the president is dead. Okay, so Adeline gets the bow. That's how she dies. So sad. Okay. ending number 2, even though I thought it after the other ending. Now you guys are really going to hate me. I'm glad I knew that people were gonna hate me for writing this. Even though I don't remember getting like any negative comments on this. I just imagine if it was out now, there would probably be a bunch. Oh, is Adeline dead? So Adeline in this version is also dead. And he's like, Harry's like crying, like the love of his life has died. Steven is like, we need to bury her. Okay, Steven. Oh, so then it turns out Harry was also hurt at the same time that Adeline was. And then he says he just fell on top of her. The ending of number 2. I told you. Oh, there's something. Here we go. I had said there was 2 endings. But looky here. Ending number 3. Steven's death. You probably not hate me as much. Me and Harry were being kept hostage. This is Adeline's POV, by the way. So Adeline and Harry are being held hostage. Don't know when that happened, but okay. And then, yeah, I think Steven dies by the, the same way. Oh, okay, so yeah, Steven dies. Great. Sorry, Steven. And then in this version, 10 years later, Adeline's married to Harry. Oh yeah, they have a son. Did I ever give him a name? Oh, she named him Steven. Oh, and then they have their second child, a girl. Doesn't have a name. Great. Well, hope you like the alternate endings. You probably hate me. Emma would hate me too. Which is the reason I didn't use them, even though the real ending probably made you hate me anyway. Well, yeah, that's it. Thanks for reading. Oh, and I'm also uploading a playlist. You already said that, and you're putting this in what awards. Don't do it. Go back. But yeah, that's it. The end. That's it. There's nothing more to this. It's over. It's horrible. I'm sorry that you sat through this just to see my 13-year-old cringy Wattpad fanfictions that are no longer online because I privated them. But I don't have the heart to delete them because, I was like 13 when I wrote this. It's okay for a 13-year-old, I would say. I read books. I didn't really get into reading until like after writing these fanfictions. I just wanted to write One Direction fanfictions because I wanted to be like Emma Todd and be like super famous. Which obviously, with these fanfictions, that will never happen. But on other news, I am still on Wattpad. I don't upload fanfictions anymore. Everything I write now is original fiction. I promise I have learned a lot since I was 13. On novel number 3, 4? Something like that. And like they're full-length novels, like they're, give me like 50,000 words kind of thing. I'm working on 2 stories right now, which everybody says don't do it, but I got a craving for writing the 2 of them, and sometimes I like switch them up. But obviously, I haven't started uploading them yet. I assume probably in the fall, I'll at least start uploading one of my stories. The one that I have that's going on my profile, my Melanie Gravel profile, by the way. It's called A Letter for Luca. It's a contemporary high school romance. I just needed to write something really cute because I hadn't written anything like that since I wrote How to Be Forever Alone. But obviously that's even new adult, so it's like it's a little bit older than what this book is. For my other book, which I'm still keeping a secret because what I'm thinking of doing is I'm gonna create a new Wattpad profile for my pen name. And if any of you guys can figure it out, I'll follow you. Anyways, that's pretty much it for fan fictions. I do have 2 more. They're actually a series, I wrote one and then I got halfway through the second one and I didn't finish it. Anyways, I feel like I should say something. I don't know. That books. Oh yeah, I'm on TikTok. I'm pretty sure I probably mentioned it in other videos, but I am on TikTok. I'm definitely way more active on TikTok than I am here. But yeah, if you want to follow me on TikTok and on Instagram, it's at Mel_the_Dreaming_Artist. Hasn't changed. Where else? Well, obviously you can follow me on Wattpad, it's just my name. It's at Melanie Gravel, Melanie, and then Gravel, spelled like gravel, Gravel. And that's that. Hopefully I'll make more videos in the future because I'm obviously very slow. Anyways, I really hope you enjoyed this video. It was probably kind of long. Okay, here we go. So like, comment, and have a party on the subscribe button. Bye. Oh, Harry.